The person who guided us, I'm going to ask them. No one else has been in this room, correct?
Well, I mean, we noticed she was missing, and we came in and we checked under the bed and in the dresser.
I'm going to move the carpet.
So you move the carpet. The floor seems to be the same underneath it.
I'd like to just go around the room inspecting the stonework, kind of looking for anything that might, I don't know, trigger a hidden door or just things out of the ordinary, stuff like that.
Are there any windows in this place?
There are not any windows in this room.
I rolled a 19 to search.
Okay. What would you like to be searching? You're going to have to be a little more specific for me. What areas or what, like, features? Like, are you searching the ceiling, searching the walls?
I want to check the table.
You said that there's a table, a dresser, and a bed?
And a desk.
I'm going to check the desk.
So do you need me to roll?
Go ahead and roll for checking the walls specifically. And Jeffy, you roll for a 19 for the desk?
19, yes.
Okay.
Whether that's perception or insight, either one, that's both +4.
Okay. So inside the desk, you find a lot of papers with some writings on them. It seems that she kind of considered herself a poet. There's some poems about different things. None of them are really dark. They're all kind of stereotypical girly poems about flowers and horses and handsome knights.
Ink pockets one.
Okay. You pocket a story about a handsome knight and a princess who were forbidden to fall in love with each other and rode off into the sunset.
I rolled an 18 for my investigation.
Of the walls?
Yes.
So searching the walls, you do not find any abnormalities to the stonework, and you feel pretty confident that you felt around this entire wall.
14 for the table.
This is a table. It's not a mimic.
I'm going to use shape water and kind of move the water across the floor to see if it drips in anywhere.
While he's doing water tricks, I'm going to check the bed. I got an 8 for the bed search.
Okay. This is the bed.
Is it soft?
It is soft.
All right. Ink starts to doze off.
Okay.
Can I check under the bed?
Sure.
And by under the bed, I'm looking for like a mechanism to like pull on the bed or some sort of trapdoor type of under the bed on the flooring.
Okay. Roll for it.
19 plus 1 is a 20.
Okay. There's like a little lever to the top of the bed.
I'm going to pull it.
Okay. Ink, the entire bed flips up and you are shoved into the wall. This is a bed that retracts up into... There's a small... and then...
I'm going to walk away like nothing happened.
I would have thought his reflexes would have been a little better.
Would you say he's taking a cat nap?
He was.
I was.
Now he's just down to 8 lives.
I didn't see anything. I'm in the washroom.
You heard the thud of the bed smacking up against the wall.
Well, what would it be to escape from the bed?
Someone letting you down.
Is there any writing on the bottom of the bed?
No. This seems to be just a plain bed.
I'm going to pull the lever again.
Okay. You pull the lever again and it back down.
Hey guys. There's something here under the bed.
I immediately walked over.
Yep, I will join.
So give me investigation checks of this spot of the floor specifically, everybody who wants to check.
I jump on it.
12.
Okay. It sounds like it might be hollow, but you're not really
Crit.
sure on it. Okay. So all of you kind of start to notice it.
I was at 15 for my Arcana.
Okay. This is not magical.
Okay.
But that's a good call, good thing to check for. So you all notice that the boards, there seems to be a little bit of a gap, and it's like there's gaps all throughout, but these all seem to line up almost intentionally. And Malgriff sees this, and he immediately kind of takes his fingers underneath and slides the boards, and they slide underneath the boards above them, rotating down and sliding underneath. And there is now a very small, maybe just big enough for one person at a time, gap and it goes straight downward.
Ink jumps down.
Okay. So, Ink, you jump down. As you're kind of sliding down, you feel your side rubbing against the ladder that was there next to you. So you're kind of... and you take 1 point of damage.
That's halved,
Okay, so you take half a point of damage.
and I always land on my feet.
And you land on your feet on the way down. And do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. You get down. It is a very dark room, and it is very small, but there is another room down here for sure. It is very tiny. This is sort of the stairway up. And there is a desk right here, and what looks like the outline of a door, but it goes into a wall right there.
I yell up, I found a ladder!
And
Did you
there's a
find
small-
it with your face?
I would like to cast light on my warhammer and then
Okay.
climb down after him.
Okay. So your warhammer glows, and you begin kind of scaling one-armed. And
It's on my back. It's on my back still.
okay. All right. So you kind
I'm
of
already
scale
searching the desk for loot.
back. Would you like to read any of the papers that are on the desk, or just look for money?
Money first. Everybody else will be looking for the papers.
Okay. You find what looks like it's actually tied into a small bag. Almost looks like it could be a little escape fund. It's like 5 gold pieces, really just enough to kind of get somewhere.
I just doubled my bounty, guys.
And so you get down there, Varric, and it is a dark room, but you've got this lit. And there's what looks like an altar on to your right as you come down, and then the little desk that you see Ink pocketing something from.
Can I tell who this altar is to?
Give me a religion check.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. You have no idea, but it looks dark.
Okay.
Ink is intrigued by the altar after getting his hands on the gold, so I will also check.
Before I head down, if the bed is up, there's no way someone could fit underneath the bed and go down this, correct?
Not with the bed down. No.
I doubled Jacob's roll.
He didn't
All right,
crit
so you
fail.
rolled a 2? Good.
No. I doubled Jacob's roll. It sounds better that way.
Okay. All right, so this good altar. Well done, altar to an evil god.
Feel very intrigued by this.
I'd like to I'd just kind of like to sneer at the altar as I walk over towards the desk, kind of skirting as far away from the altar as I can.
Okay. So the altar, by the way, I'll describe it since you both looked at it. It is a, I'm trying to describe, I think of the best way to describe this type of table. It's like one of those like waist height tables. It's kind of a semicircle in shape, but like a red velvet on the top. And then it's held up by like 3 posts that lead to another semicircle. And then it's got little legs at the bottom. And in the lower half, there is a candle. It's no longer lit, but it looks like it was lit at some point. There's dried wax that's stripped down. And there are 2 skulls at the top. And they both have their mouths open and a candle kind of out. And it looks like it was lit with it out because the wax has dripped downward. And in the middle, there's a bowl, but it is empty.
Can Ink take one of the skulls?
You can if you want to.
Ink takes one of the skulls.
Okay, so you take a skull with a candle in its mouth. You put that on your inventory.
I look over at him as he's doing it. Like, I will not mess with dark gods. This is not something you want to play with.
It's a cool candle holder.
I'll take a look at the desk.
So you look at the desk, and there are many papers scattered about.
I'll just kind of briefly peruse them, see if anything sticks out at me.
Okay. There are a lot of drawings. There's no real writings. One of the drawings, though, does seem to be a map of what you would assume would be the town based off of what you kind of came through. And there is a X marked in what does appear to be blood over a circular drawing of a building. But it is unlabeled. Some of the other drawings include what look like a picture book way to do certain rituals. Some of them you recognize as necromancy. Some you recognize as more wizard-like spells, fireball, things like that. But they're very poorly drawn. The necromancy ones seem to be the most researched.
Okay. I go over towards Malgrove. This among the very disturbing things on the desk. I found this map. It appears to be the city. Do you recognize from when we walked in what building this might have been?
Malgrove, if you'd like to think about it, you can do a survival check.
20.
A nat 20?
No, total 20.
So judging from where you know where you can see where you came in on the city, and you know you didn't pass by this building, but you do know off in that direction there were a lot of tall buildings. And there were like 3 tall buildings there and a large tower there.
Princess in a tower. Classic.
No, the princess is in another tower.
Let's hope not.
I will let you think for a second. I'm going to check this door. This is a most peculiar thing. I want to go check out this door.
Okay. So as you're kind of feeling around, you hear a click, and the stonework sort of loosens. It like sort of slides in a hinge.
I think I found something, and I'd like to push on the door.
Okay. So as you push, the wall sort of gives. It swings on a hinge, and you see that you are in the hall that you were before with all of the statues of the knights.
I want to look on the other side and see if there's anything that might open it from the opposite side.
So on the other side of this wall, one of the statues swung with you. It is a statue of a kind of heavy set, actually very heavy set knight. He's not wearing a helmet, but he's wearing like a...
Visor?
No, it's actually just like a rag across his face, kind of covering the lower part of his mouth. He's bald. He's very heavy, and he wears a kind of ragged shirt, but with plates that run down his arms and a chain around the side. And he's holding a lantern in his head up and a sword at his side.
Can I read the name and any information like on the nameplate?
Yeah, so there's not information on these, but there are names. His name is Armand the Gentle.
Huh. Well, if they left, or if she left, I found out how she left.
I don't think she left by choice, considering the whole, necromancy thing.
She's an angsty teenager. Who's to say that wasn't her that set all that up?
We cannot be sure. I would like to not jump to conclusions, but it does seem unlikely that a 13-year-old girl is performing necromancy.
Well, if she is, we have a jester to save.
Fair argument.
Perhaps we should check the jester's room first. If we find signs of necromancy there, then this seems like it might be a dead giveaway. Hopefully not literally.
We could spend another hour or so searching the jester's room, or we could go ahead and get this done with. We don't know what kind of timer we're on.
Get what?
We also don't know where to go.
Get what done with? We have no leads except for this map that does not even point to a building we know.
I snatched the map out of his hand.
Do you let this happen?
Yeah, sure.
I find the advisor guy.
All right, so you climb back up the stairs, and
I thought we were in the hallway.
oh, you came out the hall?
Yeah.
Okay, so you journey actually back down the hall a little ways to the girls' room again, and come back out enter back, and you come in behind him, and he looks very startled to see you.
Map, where is this?
And
I hand him the map.
with the X?
X, yeah. The one in blood?
Oh, Lord. And he kind of turns it a couple times. That's the Wizard's Tower.
Where exactly is that?
Well, it's in town. Nobody's been in there for years. Many years.
That's where we're going.
Why are we going there?
Can you get a knight to lead us there?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go in with you.
I yell down the hole. We're going to a wizard's tower.
No, hold up. Where did you find this?
There is a room below her bed. I would not go in there if I were you.
How did you come out?
There is a door. It opens into the Hall of Heroes, or whatever you call that place.
The Hall of the Knights of Legend.
Yes, it was the statue of something the Gentle. I cannot remember his name.
There's a fat guy.
Yes, fat guy, the big blonde guy with bald head.
Yes, that would be Arment the Gentle.
Yes, that one. His statue, it is attached to a door. It opens into a room that is below her bed.
Arment was, well, see, not everybody in that hall is a hero. Arment was known for worshipping Nerul, the god of murder, death, darkness. The Gentle was sort of ironic.
That would explain why there was a strange altar in the room that led to.
All of his altars were destroyed.
Not all of them. I have found one.
I pull out Skull.
That's probably dangerous to carry around.
I do believe that it would be probably a good idea to go ahead and try and follow the first lead.
This is probably a good idea, especially if this tower is something that is not regularly inhabited. It seems pressing.
No, the tower belonged to one of the original adventuring party, the one that the advisor explained to you about that first came, kind of screwed up the land, taking over things, raiding things, searching
Then it
for
may be a
loot.
good idea to visit the tower. We may get more information as well.
You might, or you might die. One of the two.
Worth a shot.
So far, we have been good at not dying.
He actually offers us, he says, he goes, I'm going to give you guys a decent amount of gold. Is there anything you need in the town before you leave?
He increases his hand.
Yes.
I need a ring of water walking, gloves of thievery, and probably a small handhold mirror.
How would you like a slightly larger mirror that folds up?
I like this guy.
Hands you a mirror. That's all he's got.
Good enough. Let's go.